Sanibonani emakhaya igama lami nginontokozo kwala. Good morning, good morning. South Africa's new marriage bill raised many thorny issues and a balancing act is needed. This is an article written by The Conversation published on the 2nd of August 2023. Yes, the article is saying South Africa is changing its marriage law to recognize all types of intimate partnership, irrespective of gender, sexuality, sexual orientation, or religious, culture, and other beliefs. The Department of Home Affairs has invited public comments on the draft Marriage Bill 2022. The bill amends some marriage law and prescribe what's required for marriage to be considered valid, forms of registration, and other property consequences of marriage. As a preamble show it as the preamble shows, it seeks to promote liberal values of equality, non-discrimination, human dignity, and freedom of thought. While it is innovative for bringing all form of intimate partnership under one piece of legislation, the bill raises thorny questions. Liberalism or openness to different behavior, opinions, or new ideas is a strange beast. It pushes accepted conduct to its limits. For instance, the bill truly seeks equity. Why does it not recognize intimate partnerships such as cohabitation? Why does Section 22, subsection 6 criminalize marriage between people who are related to each other by adoption or blood to a certain degree? Let me read that section. It says, subsection 6 says, a prospective spouse who enters into a marriage knowing that the other prospective spouse is related to that prospective spouse on account of consanguinity. Yay! This word. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Affinity or an adoptive relationship as referred to in Section 12 of the Criminal Law, Sexual Offences and Related Matter Amended Act, shall be guilty of an offence and liable on conviction to a sentence which a court may impose. As provided in the Section 276 of the Criminal Procedure Act 1997, which the court consider appropriate and which is within the court's penal jurisdiction. Yes, this is what this section is saying. And the article continues to say, I have researched these issues notably as a member of the advisory committee and matrimonial property of South African Law Reforms Commission. I believe even though the bill promotes its important constitutional values, it does not significantly reflect changing social and economical conditions. Specifically, it ignores polyandry marriage of a woman to more than one man and unmarried partnership. This is significant because other laws recognize civil union, which include formalizing marriage like partnership of same sex couple. The thorny issues are the people of South Africa feels that it is firstly radical social economic changes require society to re-evaluate traditional assumptions about accepted forms of relationship. Due to urbanization, the intention of different cultures' relationships, such as cohabitation and polyandry, are rising. A couple could live together for some reasons, such as exorbitant exorbitant rent, distance to workplace, and prohibitively high bride wealth, such as ilobolo. Okay, I think here is trying to give us the conditions why people enter into such relationships. The bill does not recognize such intimate partnership, which the Constitutional Court has accorded the same legal status as formal marriage. As the court has acknowledged, unmarried partnership have a serious implication for finances, human dignity, property ownership, and child custody. Secondly, the marriage bill defined ilobolo as property in cash or in kind which prospective husband or the head of his family undertakes to give the head of the prospective wife's family in consideration of customary marriage. This implies that only family's head can receive it. The definition does not anticipate a role of a woman as happening amongst other nations such as Kenya. Also, the position of a family head could be disputed whether the mother is divorced and raised the bride alone. As far back as 1997, the Transversal High Court ruled that the bride's mother could negotiate and receive lobolo. The bill should therefore redefine bride's worth as money, property, or anything of value given by a groom or his family to the bride's family in consideration of marriage, or symbolizes a union between the groom and the bride's family. This definition is consistent with the decreasing role of extended family in the education or raising of the bride. Uncles and aunts should not benefit from bride's wealth or if they did not assist in raising the bride. Let me repeat. Uncles and aunts should not benefit from ilobolo if they did not raise the bride. Thirdly, the bill is silent on coexistence of the civil law marriage with the customary or religious marriage for reasons like legal certainty and manual respect. Double marriage is common. Previously, if a couple is in a civil marriage, subsequently concluded a customary or a religious marriage, the state regard the latter marriage as invalid. The bill creates ambiguity because it does not stipulate the fate of a subsequent customary or religious marriage. This could affect inheritance, property, child custody, because legal system may govern these issues differently. Furthermore, the bill defined polygamous marriage as a marriage in a male spouse has more than one spouse at the same time. This patriarchal definition does not promote equality. It implies that women should not marry more than one man. Finally, the bill imposed an omnibus standard for divorce on all marriages. This standard may complicate divorce under Islamic and customary law where the standard is relaxed. Also, Section 21.1 of the bill states that a marriage may be dissolved by a continuous unconsciousness of one of the spouse without specifying how long a spouse must be unconscious following on injury, for an example. There is a video that we made last month talking about the proposed amendment of marriages in the Islamic religion. If you are interested in that, please scroll and find that video. If the thorny issue in the bill are not addressed, the eventual legislation could be cancelled, could be challenged as discriminatory. Its amendment will then drain the public purse. Significantly, the bill emerged from the 2022 White Paper on Marriages and Life Partner. The advisory committee that worked on the single marriage statute proposed two options for regulating life partnership in its discussion. These are protected relationship Bill and Recognition and Registration of Marriage and Life Partnership Bill. It appears Home Affairs did not add life partnership to the bill because it is controversial. But the legislative avoidance is unhelpful because it postpones inevitable problems. We have seen many court cases where people have lived a very long time with their partners, and now they find themselves having to go to court for them to benefit because they have contributed to the success of the other particular life partner. So avoiding the inclusion or even analyzing this part is causing many problems for many people in our society today. The Constitutional Court recognizes the right of a woman in a life partnership to inherit or claim maintenance from her deceased partner and estate. You see, the court recognizes this right, but the bill is silent about this right. So it is very important that something is done there. Ultimately, the new form of relationship demand legislative recognition. Law reforms should be carefully handled to ensure that non-discriminatory cultural and religious practices are respected. The bill should strike a balance between the perspective, the practice, promoting liberal values, and recognizing evolving realities of contemporary relationship. As the article have alluded, that people are cohabiting for financial reasons and because they really can't even afford ilobolo. Those are the reasons that have been put forward by this article. I mean, yeah, thank you very much for listening. Before you step down from this video, please do not forget to subscribe, like, share, comment down below, and press the notification button so that you can get an update. And please, you can also read for yourself if you're an interested person on the issues of the marriage bill, just to enhance your understanding around what is proposed and what the department is deciding not to entertain in the comments that they have received. Thank you very much.